everyone, welcome once again to another Beyblade interview. This one is with Dorah Fine, the voice of Toko Aoi on Beyblade Burst Turbo. You can watch Beyblade Burst Turbo on DisneyXD if you're in the US. If you're in Canada, you can watch it on Teletoon. And I have in the description any of the other interviews I've done in the past as well. She might have mentioned a few things near the end, she mentioned a convention. Make sure to follow Dorah Fine on Twitter. Obviously, link in the description for everything. Support voice actors, please. And if you watch till the end, I will make sure that this Teletoon does not burst. Oh, but seriously, enjoy the interview. Make sure to check out all the links that I've said. And yeah, have an awesome day and enjoy. Hello, everyone. Today, we are doing another interview, this time with the voice actress who plays Toko Aoi on Beyblade Burst Turbo, Dorah Fine. You can watch Beyblade Burst Turbo on DisneyXD if you're in the US, and if you're here in Canada, it's Teletoon. So, say hello.
Hi, everyone.
So, for the people who don't know who you are, who are you?
Okay, my name is Dorah Fine, and I'm a voice actor out here in Los Angeles. Right now, projects that I'm doing right now is Beyblade Burst Turbo, and I play Toko Aoi. You might also recognize my voice from the Netflix series called Treehouse Detectives. It's a children's show, and I play an owl and a deer and a condor. And that's my dog, Shippo, if you're seeing him right now. It's the only way I can keep him quiet. I also was recently, I played Sakura's mother in I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. That was in theaters last month.
All right. So, for anyone who's wondering, how did you actually get into voice acting?
Well, I have my degree in theater. I studied theater at Rollins College in Winter Park, Florida, and I was a drama teacher, public school drama teacher for many years. I even ran the anime club at my school, and I was just a stage actress in general. So I did a lot of performing also in the Orlando area theme parks, and there was a cut in the budget in my school district, and so my drama program was cut. And I went ahead and I became just a regular teacher, and I was not quite happy. And so I started thinking about doing more acting, and it just so happens that I was on staff for a local anime convention called Anime Festival Orlando, and I ran the costume contest, and I was just a fan. I never really thought about voice acting at all. And when I was there was a guest. His name's Tony Oliver, and we got to talking about theater and things, and he said, well, you know, if you're a stage actor, you could probably do voiceover as well. So I took his class, flew to Chicago to take his class, and this was in 2010. And I took it, and I thought, well, I loved it, and I decided to pursue it. So I saved up a bunch of money, and I moved out to Los Angeles 7 years ago. And I've been working at it, and now I'm a working voice actor most of the time.
Yeah, so well, you basically answered it before. I was going to ask what other work you might be doing, so I guess I'll go to the next one, which is how much of Beyblade do you know? Like, do you know just specifically Burst? Do you know a little bit of the other generations? Like, how much knowledge do you actually have?
I definitely have, most of my knowledge is Turbo, and specifically that season, and a little bit from the last two. Just Burst in general for when I was doing my research to audition for Toko. And so I'm familiar with the show, and I'm kind of familiar with the toys too.
Yeah.
So yeah, one of the panels I do when I go to conventions is we have Beyblade Battle with Dorah. Nice. And I play, and of course I use my spiral Teletoon, and everybody comes, and we just play and have a really good time together.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
I guess the next one, usually it's the most biased question, probably the answer. It's who's your favorite character in Burst, I guess?
Other than Toko, I know this sounds strange, but I would say Iger. because Laura Stahl happens to be the voice of is my very dearest best friend, and I'm really proud of the work that she does. And Iger is a complicated character voice wise, and so I really enjoy watching and just seeing Iger develop, and specifically with Laura's performance, and how awesome of a boy she plays. And so I would say I'm partial to Iger, but yeah, probably Iger. Fi is pretty cool too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because Fi just appeared like a few episodes ago. He had his debut.
Yeah.
All right. So I was gonna ask for the dubbing wise. So is there any partial inspiration for the Japanese performance for the voice actor who plays Toko, or is it mostly just based on the previous seasons of Toko, but just a little bit older?
Well, initially for the audition, they wanted. I was given the English voice actors performance, but I was told to match it but sound older. And so as far as the voice initially and the sound of that came from it was inspired by the former voice actresses a performance, but when I'm in the booth and we're dubbing, the way it works is we preview it in Japanese first, and so basically we'll have the line set up, and I'll preview it in Japanese, and I'll be listening to the Japanese voice actor's performance, and I listen to her inflections and the feelings behind her performance and what is going on, and I go based on visually the way that Toko is animated, to get my inspiration to be able to play Toko at his best, and make it just as strong as the original performance that was in Japan.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. So it's two references, one for the voice and one, I guess, for the performance.
Mm-hmm. It's for the performance. So so the voice, it's a combination of those.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, what are your thoughts on Toko? He's done quite a bit so far. He's done quite a bit.
I'm trying to remember which episode. There's
it's like up to the battleship cruise. So he's done a little bit. He's done a little bit at the start.
Yeah. So Toko's really not on the battleship. So I think Toko's really precious. He just wants to be. He wants to be his own blader, and he does look up to his brother, but he's looking for his own style and his own inner strength, he tends to be more analytical about the game than as opposed to being a player. But this season, he's much more he's competing, and so oh goodness. He's just, I think he's really precious, really cute. I just think he and Nika together are just a lot of fun. And he just he's just a good kid and a good sport too. And I like that about him a lot. Mm-hmm.
So you've seen most of the Turbo Bays, right? The ones that have been released so far?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All right. So I guess which one's your favorite, like out of all of them?
Out of all of them. Well, I have to say, because I played with that. I've played with several of them because I have the I have just a basic set, and I would like Achilles to the first. I wish Achilles was just a little more solid.
Yeah,
and I was actually. I'm actually quite impressed. And when I play at conventions with Teletoon, it performs really well.
Yeah, Teletoon's not that bad. There's actually,
not that bad. I think just the way it's designed and that it doesn't have jagged edges around it. I think as far as it staying straight has to do with how very round the edges are, and so it's more sturdy in that way, but so I like Teletoon a lot, and I think just trying to think about who I've also played against when when fans have come with their bays. I guess I would think Valtryek is also just
yeah, wonderful.
there's constantly and when it stops, if that's just it always it's always upright. It doesn't fall over.
It stands in the middle after if nobody touches it.
Like that, and I think it's hilarious, and it's really good too. So so far I would think those, but I'm not an authority because I haven't played with most of them.
Oh yeah, it's fun. There's gonna actually be a re-release of Treptoon. It's called Tide Treptoon. Since the original one, the original Treptoon that came in the 2-pack, like the Zootron one, didn't have the original gimmick that the layer was supposed to have. So Hasbro is doing a re-release called Tide Treptoon. And it doesn't come like the wedges. It doesn't come with the normal version of Wedge, but it comes with like the normal gimmicks and like 8 and Bump. I think I can probably send a picture after. Yeah, Treptoon is it's a pretty cool bay. I like the design too. Treptoon's cool. Yeah, and
oh, sorry, that was my dog. He heard something. Yeah, I actually have I have in the box, but I have one. I have Treptoon, and so I mean it's been fun. But it's cool that another one's coming out. So
yeah, I'll see if I can send the photo right now if I can get it. Let me see. It's interesting too with a lot of these bays since even the Treptoon that was released, it wasn't that bad. It actually beat the Takaratomi version of it when I was doing battles, so it's actually...
Really? That's awesome!
Yeah, with Turbo Bays, it kind of varies on some of them, like you said with the Keeleys specifically, not 100%, but some other bays, Treptoon and Zootron, despite the fact that they don't actually have the gimmicks, they actually beat the original, which is pretty cool. So,
when I'm thinking about this, the Nubion that comes with the Treptoon and the 2-pack, I didn't play with it, but when a lot of people who don't bring their own bays when I'm playing at cons will choose it, and it does very well. It's little but also pretty sturdy.
Yeah, it depends on the base, because these new Turbo bays have a slingshot gimmick, which is you can adjust it from battle ring to slingshot mode, and the bays perform a little differently.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so it's exciting. There's another Treptoon.
Yeah, I sent the picture.
Does it look like the Treptoon that's on the anime, or is it?
It's I don't know if the picture actually got sent or not, but I'll just put a link after if it doesn't work.
I will definitely look at it after.
Yeah. So the new Treptoon, what they did was that they sort of redesigned it in a way to where there's no like switch strikes like chip in the middle where the QR code's on the bottom. They still have the QR code, but it has like a little sword design. Like it's like sort of like if the avatar was sort of on the layer of the bay, but a bit more. Yeah, like that's what it looks like. You should be able to see it through the link.
Okay, I just got the link and I'm taking a look. Oh, it's cute, and it has Toko's coloring too. Oh, it's like his hair.
I actually didn't notice that. That's actually cool.
Because it's and the yellow is kind of like the yellow on his jacket, the little accents, and then it kind of looks like his hair color. That's kind of cute.
I didn't actually realize that. Yeah, because Zootron's they did a redesign of Zootron where it also has the gimmicks. It's just purple. I mean, that's kind of cool. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but I like that.
I always like it when it has
like themed colors on the blader.
Yeah. There's one thing. I'm gonna go a little off topic here.
Sure.
One thing about Toko that I'm hoping to see that might happen is that he does his best, but he doesn't resonate with his bay, and he doesn't resonate with his bay, and it's silly. It's what I call, but like when they're playing, usually they'll like I'd love to see
like more
what
connected.
it looks like as far as the avatar is concerned, and I call it like when they're resonating. I call what the animation to get all flamey, and I'd love to see Toko do that. So far he's he's good at what he does, and
Yeah. It's been
yeah,
it's been mostly practice matches for him, but
yeah,
it depends. Usually with each of the seasons,
hmm
usually characters might do a little bit at the start because Toko is like a side character along with like Fubuki, Suo, and the rest of the
yeah,
gang.
exactly.
But
hmm
it is interesting too to see in Turbo too. Bladers who never really had like any bay or anything like that, like get a bay and
hmm
actually like start the battle. And what I like too
Yeah,
is that in general with Beyblade, it's usually whenever a new release comes out, the new Bay will always be stronger than the previous one. That's how the scaling would work for the show. But what I
yeah,
really do like, especially with Toko, is that just because his Bay is the Switch Strike layer system, or if you want to say the
yeah,
Takara God layer system, it's still
mhm,
strategy, and
exactly.
it's pretty
hmm
cool.
Yeah, it's very cool. And you had mentioned Suo.
Yeah.
As far as characters, I also really like Suo. I think it's just hilarious. Um, uh, just how delicate and all of his imagery about flowers.
Yeah, and then
And,
after he just like changes to 100 real quick.
and then he turns just totally, just totally scary and stuff. And how Toko just gets intimidated and whatnot.
Yeah.
And so I laugh. I like his character a lot. It's and of course Kyle McCarthy's performance. I
Yeah.
love how he plays those kind of characters. So
So I guess I'll probably end it off. But if there's anything you want to plug or talk about, or anything else you want to have off with, feel free to say.
okay, sure. I everything that I'm working on right now I can't talk about yet. But
All right.
there's some really cool things coming out that I'm working on right now. You might want to check out let me think. Mm, yeah, okay. I just this week I was on Adults React on FBE, and so I'm a reactor now, and
Sure.
I hope they bring me back. And so I reacted to Billie Eilish's music, and it was a whole lot of fun. So
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. And basically just tuning into Disney XD on Saturday mornings to
Sure.
see how Toko's doing. Oh, you could have just seen also. I played the little ghost boy on the Ghost Ship episode.
Yeah, because they're on the ship with Kyle with
Yeah.
Kerbeus.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, just you want to have some fun. And so it was a lot of fun to be able to play another character because that in that episode Toko's not there. So I always
Yeah.
like to new characters. And I think yeah, right now I wish I could tell you the other stuff that I'm doing, but
Yeah. I'll make sure to link your Twitter too, which let me get the specific at because I can just look at it right now. It is at Dorah Fine. I'll
yeah,
leave
Dorah
a
Fine.
yeah, I'll leave a link in the yeah.
Dorahfine.
Yeah, I'll make sure to leave a link in the description for the video that you just mentioned, as well as your Twitter. If there's any other updates for the future, they'll make sure to follow you on Twitter. And I guess, yeah,
Yeah. Oh,
I guess that's it for right now. But
Oh,
thank,
one more thing.
yeah,
I don't know if you live in the Orlando area. This summer in August, I'll be a guest at Anime Festival Orlando,
yeah,
along with Laura Stahl, who plays Iger, and Jalen K. Cassell, who plays Achilles, and also let me think. And also Tony Oliver, who's the director, and he plays Benimaru and other things. So
all
if you
right.
want to meet me and play and want to play with want to play with us at the convention, we'd love to see you there.
Yeah, so I'll make sure to leave a link for that convention there if anyone's interested. But
Yeah.
thank you so much for this interview.
Thank you. This is
And
wonderful.
yeah, all right. So thanks for watching, everyone, and have an awesome day.
Bye.